Hi everyone, it is Sunday and I am doing some meal prep for the week. I'm on the Weight Watchers Blue plan and today I'm making a apple cinnamon pastry with the 2-ingredient dough. So many of you have shared some wonderful ideas on YouTube and have helped me out immensely. And today I hope I can share something that will help you. So
Enjoy. The ingredients you're going to need for this is some cooking spray, some fat-free plain Greek yogurt. I use gold medal self-rising flour, but you can use all-purpose flour and add a teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. I added just under a tablespoon of this pudding mix. You could also use sugar-free vanilla. I just happen to have some cheesecake on hand, so I stuck that in the 2-ingredient dough just to sweeten it up a little bit. A tablespoon of cinnamon, a nice sweet apple, just one. I would recommend getting the sweetest you can, and Swerve Confections sugar replacement. There's no points in this, so it depends on how much of an icing you want on your roll for your measurement, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
So like many people, pastries are really satisfying to me, and I make portion sizes that are going to satisfy me rather than making small portions that are smaller amounts of points that may tempt me to go back for seconds. So for me, I would rather just make a portion size that I know that is going to be satisfying for me and go with that. And because this is made with a 2-ingredient dough and the apple and the cinnamon, this is going to be 3 points per serving if the dough is split in 4 parts.
Okay, so I have made the 2-ingredient dough with 1 cup of plain fat-free Greek yogurt and 1 cup of gold medal self-rising flour. And this time I put just under a tablespoon of this Jell-O sugar-free cheesecake pudding mix, and that was just to sweeten the dough up a little bit because the dough is really a sourdough. So because I'm making these cinnamon rolls, I wanted the dough to be just a little sweeter. And here I have made a paste out of an apple, 1 apple, and a tablespoon of cinnamon. You're going to want to get the sweetest apple you can find at the store. This is a sweet bee apple, but the sweeter the apple, the more satisfying this little pastry is going to be. And so I'm filling my strip with the paste, and now I'm going to just roll it up like this and form it. Now, these are going to make pretty large cinnamon rolls. You could split the dough up into 6 parts if you wanted, or if you want something more satisfying, you can do 4 parts. This is only going to be that 3 points because we know the apple is free on blue, and so is cinnamon. And then we will talk about the glaze that will be done once we finish baking. Okay, I have just taken these out of the oven. I baked them on 350 degrees for 25 minutes, and they are smelling wonderful. So I have 4 tablespoons of the Swerve in here and a half a tablespoon of water. I also think I want to put a little bit of vanilla in. Not much, just a little. Okay, so we're going to mix that all up for our icing. There. And I'm just going to pour this over my hot rolls. And it looks like 2 tablespoons is not going to be quite enough for me, so I'm going to go back and put this together again and put them on the rest of my rolls. And here we have 3-point apple cinnamon pastries. My husband has already swiped one, so we now have 3 left. These are super good warm, and I hope you enjoy this recipe.